Good evening, everybody, and welcome back over here at Daily Place. I'm yours, the player, and we are back. Another episode of Bundle Rumble. Phyrexia All Will Be One edition. This is day number 4, pack number 4. Means we cracked the 4th pack of our Phyrexia All Will Be One bundle. Perhaps lying somewhere around there. Yeah, let's actually get the party going, because as we might have seen from the length of the other videos, or this video even, I take quite a while to check out every card, which I mean is part of the charm, I guess. Series, if you want to watch this. Again, I think I should have displayed already the disclaimer start. Like, we take a while here to open the pack, so if you're just here for the quick rush to see what someone pulls or doesn't pull, then unfortunately this is the wrong address for you. But if you're here for some casual analytics / having fun with opening packs, sharing my joy or dislikes, then yeah, well, welcome. So let's see what we have here this time. Another magic minigame card. I might look at that next time. No token, unfortunately, but that's fine. So first, ooh, another pre-art. Actually, we have pulled the card of exactly that artwork. I actually forgot what it was, but it was that oil priest that could give himself oil counters and remove oil counters from itself to untap lands. Right? Yep. Frostfire cultivator, exactly. And again, for whatever reason, the camera is slightly misaligned, so I have to put cards down a bit at an odd angle so that you guys see them roughly in the space. But I'll try to always keep a picture here for you guys to reference what we pulled. Speaking of, so basic, ooh. Again, no new Phyrexia, no Phyrexian language basic, as we had yesterday. However, this time it's actually definitely looking Phyrexian influence, this mountain. Must say I really like it. Well, I mean, the symbolism there with the red sun in the back again being crossed out. I think yesterday it was crossed out by a beam of light. It was by the entire furnace here. This looks pretty good. I really dig this artwork. Actually, funnily enough, I really like those full art basics more than the ones we had with the Phyrexian language. But I mean that's always subjective, right? Yeah. Now, our first real card of the evening. Planar Disruption. 1 generic, 1 white, enchantment aura. Enchant artifact, creature, or planeswalkers. Target a whole bunch of stuff. Enchant permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. That is surprisingly good, because I think normally you only would get that. I think originally I'm wondering what the name of it was. And I think the original enchantment costed 3 mana and could only target artifacts. Was that a rest? I think it was a rest. From the first Merlin block, they also had a printing before that, I think. And this even can target planeswalkers, so pretty good, pretty good. The artwork is interesting. That's the Wanderer, right? And the other planeswalker from Kamigawa, which I actually always forget the name of. Let's see. New Phyrexia's planar defenses scattered the planeswalker strike team on arrival. There's no new they were coming. Uh-oh. Ah, that's what planeswalker does. So basically they were trying to arrive all at once, but they got spread out over the plane. I see. So the two Kamigawa planeswalkers got split apart. See. Oh god, definitely, I think. I mean, I shouldn't say definitely play, because I don't even play arrest and stuff in my decks usually. Even my enchantment decks, I play other stuff. Right. Not a bad card, definitely limited. Coffee. I like the artwork. Really nice. We have over here Hazardous Blast. I think I pulled that one also during the pre-release event. Let's see, what was this one about? Hazardous Blast, 3 generic, 1 red, sorcery. Hazardous Blast deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Creatures your opponents control can't block this turn. Ah, so we had this effect in the past already. It usually costs around 5 mana. I think they also were in 4 mana already. I mean, it's a basic, yeah, okay, we kill all the little critters and we get out. Basically, to push real damage to finish off, I would argue. That's. I mean, I still actually. No, I don't think I would always take Overrun. I mean, Overrun is great because it also pumps everybody to actually get the lethal damage amount, but this sometimes can be the solution. Let's see. Machine Orthodoxy finds strength in numbers. White Furnace finds that amusing. I see, the furnace is cackling, huh? Yeah, I mean, the flavor text really speaks through the effect of the card. I kind of like that. I wonder what this big machine is supposed to represent. I don't think we've seen it as a creature yet, but I mean, we definitely have seen those little flying critters of the other cards. I think. Or am I imagining cards that I've seen on the not yet during this opening? I don't know. Yeah, I think we had this white flyer. I think that's one of those guys. The toxic blue flyer. Let's see. Granite Strider. That name sounds familiar. For generic 1 red, creature Phyrexian Beast. Furnace Strider has the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from Furnace Strider. Target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. And is a 4/5. Solid body for 5, I would argue. I can give up to 2 creatures haste. And fortunately enough, I think there was another creature recently that had this ability only to be able to be used once per turn. This one, if he has more counters, he can also give more things haste. It's kinda good. Can actually play a role. Yeah, I think overall that's a nice common. The artifact is not the same machine though from the other card. I mean, it looks... No, it actually doesn't look at... What am I saying? It doesn't look like that at all. It has flimsy legs. I mean, yes, both have a gigantic torso with no apparent head, but where similarities actually end. Let's see. The Quiet Furnace close to all other factions. Urabras Smiths were free to build anything they creatively demanded. Oh, their creativity demanded, not their creatively. I mean, kinda, but slightly wrong. Yeah, I still think Urabras is a very interesting character. Unfortunately, kinda kill him off. I mean, of course, all players have to go at some point, but hey. This is... Oh, creature. I played it, maybe even. Yeah, let's see. I have one or two pauper decks. I can slap that in there. I mean, it's very high at the end of the. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe I can do some. Already an uncommon. Like we only 3 cards in. Oh, well, 3 cards in the basics. I know. Swooping Lookout. 1 mana, Flying Vigilance, 1/2. Artifact creature Phyrexian Construct. Yes, I said I completely in the wrong order there, everything, but this is a mouthful. I'm still thinking of stuff like the Eager Cadet as being a 1 mana 1/1 or something like a Savannah line being a huge deal. This is now Evasion, Vigilance, and a 1/2 body that doesn't die at a 1 power thing. This is something, everybody. And it's an artifact creature edition. This is nice. I don't think it gets played anywhere, but it's a cool creature. Almost looks like a bit of an angel there. Almost like a Seraph there with the back wings in addition. Seraphs have 6, right? I don't think Seraphs have 6 wings. And the flavor text being, it's hard to tell which is with its glare, but those must be the Sky Hunter reinforcements. They have arrived at last. Rahan, you're a rebel. I see. I don't think those are the supports you were looking for, my bad dude. But okay. So the guy completely misunderstands the situation. That's unfortunate for him. Interesting enough, even though this is a small little critter, this is not the same beast that we see over here. But this is part of the orthodoxy. So yeah, those are different flies. I would need to look for the stack of the other cards, see if we have the fly. I'm pretty certain we have seen those flies before. What is this? Gleeful Demolition. Destroy target artifact. Oh, sorry. Why am I going all over this wrong way today? I'm sorry. I might just not edit it right now. Gleeful Demolition. 1 red, sorcery. Destroy target artifact. Already, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the can't regenerate clause, but still, we don't get that too often nowadays anyways. That's already pretty decent. 1 mana, destroy target artifact. If you control that artifact, create 3 red 1/1 red goblin Phyrexian goblin creature tokens. Now, there we go, yeah. Oh boy. It was mouthful, but this is interesting, so we can... Actually, I'm thinking, no, I don't think I want to play this in my Scrap Trap deck. I think I have a little deck where I just have artifacts that want to get do something when they enter the battlefield, when they get trashed, and I have the 4 Pyroblasts and the other blast. I don't know Pyroblast, what am I saying? Shrapnel Blast, what I mean. Shrapnel Blast, the thing that lets you sacrifice an artifact to blink 5 damage to a target. Those are the slightly more mana intensive ones. You know, just cycling through scrap artifacts and smacking them at the enemy's face. I don't think I would want to play the Undead deck necessarily, but do think you could use this stuff. I could definitely see that being played in some Gobo decks. Maybe? Eventually? I mean, there's a removal that you can also use to make some stuff. So, let's see. Urabrask encourages creativity in all its forms, even the destructive ones. Actually, especially destructive. This boost has very Urabrask feel. I mean, we have his Forges, we have 3 cards for now. Play it by him. We can Urabrask here, that'll be interesting. Because I mean, the other boosts we had already were pretty flavored in one faction or another. Let's see. And another member of the Quiet Furnaces. Jeez, this booster is really red. Not red as in there's a red booster, but you know, it is very red. Cacophony Scrap. 1 red, creature, Phyrexia Goblin Warrior, 1/1. We finally need to format again how to call out those cards. Whenever Cacophony Scrap deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. Aww. If you do, proliferate. Ooh. Interesting. When Cacophony Scrap dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Oh boy, so this is basically an upgraded Goblin Maniac on steroids. Like, he has a sack outlet built in, so he can do combo damage and then you can sack him. And even if he dies, he can. And actually, it's good that it has the new burden with any target again, so it's not just limited to players and creatures. It can also planeswalkers and. Can it hit battlefields? I think it can hit battlefields. Oh, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it should be able to. I mean, I haven't looked too deep into the new battlefield rulings, but yeah. So this Gobo looks very angry. I like it. Look, oh god, definitely playable, I would argue. Sure if they play in forms, but this is definitely something I would play. We have here. Ah, hello there. Well, I think we actually, let me quickly peek over here. Yes, we had that, interesting, we had that art card yesterday. That's this boy. The Sinnoh Dancer, now we know what it's all about. Sinnoh Dancer, 1 white, creature, Phyrexian Soldier, 1/1 again. For 3 generic and 1 white, and tapping him, you can tap target creature, so a classic Master Decoy. Game Void is more expensive than Master Decoy, and it's only a 1/1 body, but then again, it only costs 1. There. And he also is corrupted. Which means for 1 white and tapping him, tap target creature. Activate this only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Interesting. So basically he is better than a Master Decoy when at least one opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Interesting enough, it does not have to be the creature's controller that has the poison counters, it just has to be any opponent. That's kinda good. Resist the embrace of the flesh. Singularity is to reject unconditional acceptance. Again, the problem with those guys is, yeah, they kind of want to have poison counters, but they don't produce them themselves. It's always like a spot card of some sort of deal. Wasn't sure you want to play a lot of those. Oops, sorry, I glared a little bit too much with the cam there. Yeah. Well, not a bad creature. I'm not sure what deck I would play him necessarily, but he's definitely playable. I mean, the top cost is very high, but if you somehow can make the bottom cost, well, that should be worth it. Oh there, what are you? Sawblade Scamp. Another red creature. Okay, this booster is super red. For 1 red, it's a creature Phyrexian Beast, 1/1 with haste, classic, and with upsides. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Sawblade Scamp. Okay, I can do that. And tap, remove an oil counter from Sawblade Scamp, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Fancy. So you can go early plinging with him, like poking them in the butt, and later you can just play stuff and keep on pinging them with the guy. Nice. In the something you can only remove 1 at a time, but I guess he would be way too... I wouldn't say way too strong, but it would be pretty strong for that mana cost if you could remove any amount for X damage to everybody. So I mean, it is... Actually, it's pretty balanced. The artwork is... interesting. I mean, I see the Sawblade there on the back. It's pretty gnarly. Oh, I just was like, there's another safety ring or something. No, that's just a whiptail. Fancy. Yeah. Cool artwork. Be the blade that severs hierarchy. Yeah. I can see this thing. Again, not sure where I would want to play that, but that's cool. I think I'm saying that a lot about the cards in this booster. Like, not sure where I would want to play, but they're cool. Oh, another art card thing. Yeah, okay, now it's official. Like, look at all of these red cards, and even now here, Urabrax Anointer. This is definitely an Urabrax booster. Chief. Urabrax Anointer. 3 generic, 1 red, artifact creature, Phyrexian Wizard. Or Wizard Harry. It's a 4-2, and when Urabrax Anointer enters the battlefield, it does X damage to any target with X number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. Oh, so it's basically a Flame Tankavo with the potential of being. It's any target. So it can. I think Flame Tankavo can only hit creatures. This thing can hit any target. Downside being, if you just play him on the vanilla board, he does jack nothing because, well, he doesn't come with an own oil counter. Actually, that's a bit of a. That's a bit odd. I would have expected him to at least come with 1 oil counter that he always deals 1 damage. It would still be okay power level wise, would argue. Like, you know, at least have that little pling in there on the 4-2 body, which is okay-ish. I mean, it will get traded against a lot of stuff. Oops. I just hit the camera on. My bad. Will you be the flame which burns the world, or merely be consumed? It's for you. Very fitting. And then again, the creature looks a bit odd. Like, it doesn't look like the other Urabrax design, which are really burly and bulky. I mean, a little bit like that guy over here. Little similarities there. It looks quite different than the rest. Not bad, mind you. It's cool artwork nonetheless. It's a wizard. Must be handy. Yeah, I don't like that he has the high potential to deal 0 damage with nothing else lying. Like if there's removal coming in as a response. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Else, hold on. We'll do it. Oh, rare. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, this is great. I want this. This is great. Let's see in a second why. Because I think I lost 1 match and almost lost another match during the pre-release to that thing. Nasty. Blade of Shared Souls. An artifact. Equipment for 2 generic and 1 blue. It has again the 4 Mirrodin ability. This thing comes onto the battlefield. It brings a 2/2 token with it that is already equipped or gets equipped. And whenever Blade of Shared Souls becomes attached to a creature, for as long as Blade of Shared Souls remains attached to it, you may have that creature become a corpse with another target creature you control. So this thing comes into the battlefield and it then turns. Basically, it brings a clone with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can clone. I mean, there has to be one of your creatures. Yeah, it has to be one of you control. But still, it can be very, very nasty. That can be very nasty. This is strong. And as I said, this comes pre-equipped. And actually, the equip cost of 2 is also not, compared to all the other things we had there with the 4 mirror and stuff, this is very affordable. I mean, it doesn't give any stat buffs on its own, but you don't have to change the stats. I mean, okay, then why would you want to equip it? But you know what I mean. This is a cool card, really cool. I wanted 1 or 2 of those. Don't have that. That's a nice pull. Not sure what deck I want to slap it right away. Actually, I think I could use that in my Breya for some shenanigans. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I want to top that token. Like, I have some ideas. Definitely a nice pull there. I dig it. I haven't said that I think yet today, and if yes, then correct me in the comments. And once again, the Fairball Silica. Yeah, that's the throne-like building we saw on the. Now I have the bundle out of reach. That was what I was saying on the bundle. Like, is that her throne? No, but it's the Fair Basilica. That looks actually pretty gorgeous. Fair Basilica enters the battlefield tapped. It's a land and a sphere. You can tap it and add 1 white, or you can pay 1 and 1 generic, 1 white, tap it and sacrifice it to draw a card. In Hershnorn's domain, the gospel of unity is the highest law. Yeah. This looks pretty gorgeous in foil. Like, I think we've said that a few times, like, not all foils look that great. Really take also that those spikes in the foreground are not foil out, but only the rest of the front. Even that one has, I think the red parts are not foil either. It really makes the white stick out and gets a nice contrast and details in there with the reds. That really looks, I like this one a lot. Yeah, overall, I would say this is a Very, very nice boost. I mean, surprisingly, the rare was not red themed, but look at all that red we had here. It's very red and also very white. I think it's mostly red-white except for the rare. Like, yeah, I mean, we had 1, 2, 3 white cards, 2, 4, 6 red cards, and a blue one. So yeah, this is very heavily themed, the conflict between the Basilica and the Silent Fortress. Yeah, I definitely dig this. This was cool. Anyways, looking at the time, I think that's also all the time I've got for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this one. If yes, I am looking forward to seeing you again on the next one. Anyways, Play Free Play signing out here. Have a good one. Night.